Well, good evening. It's 5 o'clock and winter weather is blanketing central Indiana no matter where you look. What we're looking at right here is a live look at Fletcher Place downtown. This is just east of the Lilly headquarters and the snow is piled up. We do get to see a little bit of pavement there on the streets right now.
Yes, finally, that's a good scene. The winter weather is causing problems though on roads all over central Indiana. The plows have been out all day and they are trying to catch up after the snow has stopped because it was coming down, coming down.
Yes.
And even though the winter storm is over, another concern is coming really quickly.
Yes, and that concern is the dropping freezing temperatures. Those temperatures have the potential to cause some really big problems on the major roadways as well as the streets in your neighborhood, your sidewalk, and your driveway. So to get you up to speed tonight, we have team coverage. Jenny Runovich, for example, joining us on the south side. That's an area that got hammered with lots of accumulation.
And we have our meteorologist and Angela, and that is where we're going to start. Angela, folks actually need to dig out quick or this cold will make the snow that's already fallen way worse. In what way?
It's basically just going to turn to ice and it won't go anywhere because of the Arctic air moving in. That's the main impact as we look ahead and attempt to dig out from this winter storm. The when this week, the impact, very cold mornings. Temperatures will near zero several mornings this week. That means anything that isn't clear is going to be snowy and slick all the way through the start of the weekend. What you need to do, allow extra travel time. Prepare to protect your home, family, and pets. And if you can, limit that time outside, especially during the early part of the day when those temperatures will be near zero. That was radar, and it's pretty quiet aside from a few flurries. Temperatures right now in the 20s. We have 25 in Kokomo and Greencastle, 27 in Bloomington. We will stay there over the next several hours, dropping into the teens by late this evening. Early tomorrow morning, where the sky's clear, there will be some single digits. And I also expect more closings and delays for tomorrow morning. But if you do head to work and school, bundle up. Temperatures will be in the teens. We're going to need the hat, the gloves, the scarf, and the heavy coat most of the week.
All right, thanks so much, Angela. And here's a look right now, the current conditions of the travel advisories that are issued across the state. So most of the counties in central Indiana were red. That signifies a warning. That's as the snow is coming down. But we've seen a shift here in the last couple of hours, some of them changing to light green to the north, and that's normal, or orange, which signifies a watch, and the yellow's right in between. So one of the counties that's been upgraded is to the south, Johnson County. It's now watch or orange, and that happened just in the last couple of hours.
Yeah, this does not mean that it's smooth sailing on the roads, though, just because it has been downgraded. As of 4 p.m. today, Indiana State Police reported 200 crashes and another 101 slide-offs in Indianapolis. Jenny Runovich is live in Greenwood, and Jenny, the roads have improved, but drivers still need to be very cautious. What have you seen since you've been out there?
Well, I can tell you I have seen improvement. We've been down here, Greenwood, Bargersville area, over the past 6 hours or so. Take a look at State Road 135. It is basically clear. There is no snow on that road, so kudos to the plow crews that have been coming through and plowing that road. Neighborhoods, they're still snow covered, but they are starting to get cleared. Here's the problem, though. Here in the southern counties, we had so much snow, more accumulation, plus the wind is just causing so much drifting, and unfortunately my photographer and I found that out firsthand. So take a look at the video. This was us earlier this afternoon. We were driving to get some video and we pulled over to let a plow get through because with all the snow the road was basically one lane. Well, we got stuck. Snow up to my knees, snow surrounding the tires of our cars. We were not going anywhere. Luckily, John happened to be behind us, a Lawrence firefighter from Morgan County who was in Johnson County to do some shoveling in a Bronco. He was able to hook onto our car and pull us out.
Is this the first time you've done this today?
Today, yes. I've been helping shovel.
Biggest issue with the snow today?
Drifting. Very deep drifts. It's very deep on the sides. People don't realize how deep it is. And it's just very slick. It's very cold, so don't get stuck outside.
Yeah, don't do what we did, although we kind of had to pull over, so we got stuck because we were stuck. You could hear, though, in that video, you could hear the wind, and it is still really windy here. And that's why folks here, emergency crews, first responders here in Johnson County say, you know, those rural roads are going to take longer to clear because the plows are out. But then the wind comes along and pushes that snow right back on top of the road. But shout out to John. Thank you for saving us. We're fine. Thanks to our firefighter friend. Felicia and Ann, back to you.
Helpers helping. We love it. Thanks so much, Jenny.
We said not only is he nice and knows how to do it, but also he's capable.
Yeah, he's nice, he wants to, and he knows how to do it.
Right.
We love that.
Okay, so DPW street crews are busy working for several days now, and they've been preparing for all of the snow.
And now that it's here, it's time to get all of that snow out of the way. And certainly they want to do that before all of it freezes, as we were talking about with Angela at the top of the hour. Anna Chalker joins us live in Fletcher Place, that is on the southeast side of downtown Indianapolis. And how are the roads looking there right now, Anna?
Anne Marie, Felicia, we are kind of seeing a mix of everything on these roads. I want to tell you, and I'm going to move out of the way so I can show you what I'm talking about. Above me, this is I-65, and from what I can see down here, it looks pretty clear. Traffic is moving pretty quickly, but let's come down a little south to, this is Shelby Street. It's kind of a mixture. I will say I have seen DPW crews clearing this street 5 or 6 times now. Let's follow this car to this white road, Cottage Avenue, that has had not a single snowplow go through it today. I mean, as you can see, cars are just kind of struggling to get through it. That snow is packed here. Now, DPW tells me today the mission, getting the snow off of the roads. And like Angela said earlier, we are expecting frigid temperatures throughout the week. So when this snow freezes, it will be a challenge for both street crews and drivers. DPW says while they're working around the clock, they won't put salt on the ground tonight until they can actually see concrete on the road. Now, for these neighborhood streets, we caught up with some teens who were enjoying the snow day, but they were being good and shoveling the sidewalks for their neighbors who couldn't get out. Here's their advice for you if you have to work around the snow in the cold these next few days.
Just watch out for ice and stuff, 'cause that's definitely the hardest part to get out, like off the sidewalk and stuff.
Yeah. Bundle up and just make sure you don't get too cold.
Hey, that is some simple but good advice there. We'll take it. These boys tell us they are going to tackle as many houses that they can today and even pick up some tomorrow before everything really freezes. And while the city will be handling those big roads and the piles of snow, they want residents to make it easier for them by getting out on the streets right now and just kind of shoveling around your area right now. And we'll have some of that coming up at 5:30 on how you should do that if you live on one of these side streets down here in the city.
All right, Anna, thanks so much. So Anna's downtown. Jenny joined us from Johnson County. Let's go to the north to check out the conditions there, because up in Hamilton County, they are also recording multiple inches of accumulation.
Karen Campbell traveled to Hamilton County, and she has a look at conditions there. Karen, what's the picture at this hour? What are you seeing?
Hey there, Felicia and Ann. Well, first, let me just show you just about how much snow that fell here in Fishers. I mean, we're talking about 8 inches of snow that fell here in Fishers, and that's why snowplow drivers have been, on the clock, 12 hours, right, trying to make these streets clear. Now, this could create a beautiful winter scene, right, but it can also create some slick spots when you're traveling on the roads. And I mentioned snowplow drivers. Again, they've been out working their butts off, trying to keep these streets clear for drivers who have to get to where they are going. Now, the roads here in Fishers, especially along, say, for example, 116th Street, these roads are clear. They're bare. You can see the pavement, which makes it easier for drivers. Now, other parts of Fishers, there were still some slushy parts on the roadways, but you know what? Driving was smooth here in Fishers from what we saw today. Now, venturing out into some of the neighborhoods. Now, we know that there are some neighborhood streets that are still not clear. We also saw people shoveling their driveways to get prepared for tomorrow morning. And we also spoke with the Fishers DPW, a spokesperson who says, yes, their trucks are out in full force, but you know what? They will get to those neighborhood streets sometime tonight. Take a listen.
Actually, I had to go pick my daughter from the airport, and that was that was a tough drive on the way there, but on the way back, the roads started clearing up a little bit better. We took it slow, took it easy, and came back, and we're back and doing this project here.
Yeah, and that was one neighbor that we met up with who was shoveling his driveway today. He said he shoveled about 7 inches off of the top of their cars first. Again, they want to get prepared to go to school in the morning or take their kids to school in the morning. But, you know, the word here from Fishers DPW is, you know, if you have to be out tonight on these roadways because they're concerned about the drifting snow and, again, those slick conditions, they just want drivers to be cautious and, of course, take your time. Ladies.
All right, that's some good advice there. Karen Campbell reporting live for us tonight from Hamilton County. Well, it's a busy day today, so much work to be done. And there is one man who's showing just how hospitable he is by helping some of his neighbors who happen to be in need.
Yes, Anderson York set out to shovel as many driveways he could for those who need it most.
Chase Howell caught up with him over in Broad Ripple this morning as he was there helping strangers dig out.
Feels great, you know, just being a big dude, keeps the warmth in, makes me nice and toasty.
While many decided to hunker down at home Monday, Anderson York decided to volunteer his services.
I have the ability to come out and shovel snow, so I'm going to keep doing that as much as I can.
On Sunday, York took to Facebook asking if anyone needed help shoveling or knew of anyone who needed some assistance clearing their driveway or a path to their front door.
So I've had about 6 requests, whether it be directly from people in need. I also put on there if you have a friend that you know is too stubborn to ask, shoot me a message and I'll come and I'll show up, shovel their snow, and then run away without ever being seen. I did get caught at the last one though, so I had to say what I was doing.
The services free of charge.
The last neighbor I was at, she called me the snow angel, so that was nice.
York says he's been doing this since 2020, and while he may not enjoy the whole shoveling part, seeing people smile when he's finished makes it all worth it.
Anytime you get to help a neighbor, someone else, you know, any other Hoosier, it feels like you're doing your part and your best.
As of 3 o'clock Monday, York had shoveled 8 homes. Reporting in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Oh, that's so great. Thanks so much, Chase. Now, keep in mind with the big temperature drop that's in the forecast, you want to make sure that you're getting the latest alerts on the changing weather situation.
So download the Live Doppler 13 weather app. It is a free download in your phone's app store. Angela, it helps pinpoint your specific area.
It sure does, and you can get Live Doppler 13 radar there as well.